I'm Monica Valentine for Entertaining LA, and here's what's coming up on today's episode. On this episode of Entertaining LA, we are doing an entertainment spotlight featuring Vince Royale. Plus, we are paying tribute to producer and music artist Missy Elliott. Afterwards, we are doing a rewind of Rick Parma's concert in Cerritos, California. Next on Entertaining LA. Hello everyone, this is Entertaining LA, where we check out events, concerts, and festivities across Southern California. I'd like to say thank you so much for watching and tuning in. So for this segment of Entertaining LA Entertainment Spotlight, we are shining the spotlight on Vince Royale. Now, my family and I had the opportunity to meet him in 2014 at the Long Beach Crawfish Festival in Long Beach, California. He was a nice guy then, and he's a nice guy to this very day. I mean, I check him out on social media. I also follow him as well, and I can tell that he loves what he does. He posts pictures, videos of his comedy routines, his spoofs, as well as traveling alongside with his family and his friends. So I just want to say thank you so much. Vince, if you're watching this, how you doing? I just want to say thank you so much for letting me come down and check out your recent comedy special. Now, this comedy special that he recently did, it was a taping of his first live album. I mean, that's quite a journey for him, coming from his hometown in New Jersey and coming all the way to Los Angeles, California, years later, and now showcasing his talents on the main stage at the Stand-Up Comedy Club for his live album. And what he did? He invited along some of his comedy buddies to celebrate and also have himself a good time in Bellflower, California at the Stand-Up Comedy Club. Vince Royale showing love support before hitting the stage. It was a full house as he talked about his family, events, and even himself.
This dude, man, I've known him for a long time, man. This guy comes all the way from Jersey City, New Jersey, and he lives here now in LA, man. I knew him back in the day, man, when he was first started about 20 years ago, and I love this brother. He's been a good friend to me ever since we started doing comedy together, and I love this guy. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Mr. Vince Royale!
Yeah, I love my Latinas, and my black queen is amazing, man. The only thing, though, hair weave is expensive. $500 for the hair weave, man. That's a 40-hour work week. I say you better get your hair weave off Wish and Temu and get you some donkey hair. White girls are expensive too, man. I date a lot of white women, man. I spend a lot of money on pumpkin spice lattes, Trader Joe's and Whole Foods, man. I'm not gonna lie, before I married my black queen, my was gentrified. But now it's black owned and operated. Thank you. What? Sounds right? All right, cool. Yeah, you got a deep voice, man. Say that again. Sound right. Say that one more time. Go into the mic.
Sounds right.
Yeah. You hear that? That dude got a 15-inch boner, right? You can't have a small wee-wee, that boy, son. Hey, ladies. Right? Because we've been together like 6 years. You know, after a while, it starts to get redundant. You want to do some new stuff, right? You guys into role playing? Love that shit, man. The other day, we started doing doctor, nurse, boss, secretary, Uber driver, passenger. She ain't like it. She gave me 2 stars last time. I'm like, really? She said I took too long. I said I couldn't find a destination. Right? I got lost. I didn't find a spot.
Oh, I love the show. The show was amazing. Vince Royale is the man. from all the way from New Jersey again.
Yeah.
What year? 2008?
About 2008. Yeah, I've been
All
here
right.
since 2008. Been doing stand-up since then, and it's been a journey, man.
Yeah, it's been a very
So
long
this-
journey.
I'm excited because this is my first attempt at a comedy album. So it sound like I did a good job. So I'm gonna listen back.
It seems like everybody did enjoy your comedy routine. So,
Thank
do you have
you.
any other projects coming in the future?
I'm sorry.
Do you have any other projects coming up in the future?
Right now, this is my main focus. I'm touring right now. I'm possibly going to film a special in about a year, so just make sure you guys follow me on my social medias. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. It's at Vince Royale.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Vince Royale. I mean, I just want to say, Vince, if you're watching this again, I wish you well for your live album and your journey. Just to show that everybody has a journey. Yes, there's a few bumps in the road, but hey, you got to keep on moving, keep on going. When we come back, we are going to be shining a spotlight on icon Missy Elliott. All right, welcome back. I'm going to give you one word, Missy. All right, 2 words, Missy Elliott. For those of you that know the name, you know the name. But hey, for people that do not know the name, all the youngsters out there, hey, I'm here. I'm right here. I'll give you information about Missy Elliott. In my opinion, and for some of the people who have been following her or just recently followed her, she is a music icon in our opinions. Why? Because she opened up a lot of doors, not just for music that you see here today. I'm talking about herself as well. I'm talking about her stage presence, her music videos, as well as her lyrics and music. She was the one of many that she had opened up the doors for, as well as fusing music together with her lyrics. I'm talking about hip hop, rap, rock, R&B, and she worked with a number of artists. I'm talking about Mary J. Blige, Janet Jackson, late great artist Aaliyah, and she also tag teamed with her pal Timberland. There you have it. And she also tag teamed with other artists as well. She also produced music for movies, television, commercials, and video games. So we are paying tribute to the icon Missy Elliott. Melissa Annette Elliott was born on July 1st, 1971, in Portsmouth, Virginia. She is the only child of Ronnie Elliott, a U.S. Marine, and Patricia Elliott, a power company dispatcher. Due to her father's time in the Marines, the family moved to Jacksonville, North Carolina. At the age of 4, she wanted to be a performer. Elliott would sing Jackson 5 songs in front of friends, family members, and even strangers. According to Entertainment Weekly, Elliott stated, "I used to write song lyrics all over the walls of my room. My mother was like, 'You ain't going nowhere this weekend if I see another song on the wall.'" She even revealed to Marie Claire she repeatedly told her class she wanted to be a superstar. The reaction? The whole class would burst out laughing. However, they got the last laugh when Missy took an IQ test and scored in the highest percentile, revealing she was a genius. She even jumped 2 grades, but she didn't get the respect she deserved. Her friends' isolation caused Elliott to purposely fail her classes, which prompted the school to return her to her previous class. The early part of her childhood was blissful, and she was a straight-A student. However, trouble began when her father left the Marines. Life became traumatic for Missy and her mother.
That Friday, I got up to go to school, and she told me go to the bus stop. I went to the bus stop, and I saw my father drive past, and when he drove past, all of a sudden, she came behind him probably like 10 minutes later and said, "Get in the car." And when we drove back to the house, it was like 2 U-Hauls, my aunt, my uncles, all of them was out there, and they was steady pulling stuff from off the truck. And when my father came home, there was a blanket, a fork, a spoon, and a plate, and dust.
I wanted to commit suicide. I didn't want to live any longer because I was tired. I was tired of going to work and smiling and going to church and people thinking that everything was fine. I just couldn't take it anymore. As time went by, and then he throw me across the chairs and throw me down the hall and drag me down the hall. And I said, okay, all those clothes that we got packed in this closet, we're out.
And just like that, Missy and her mother left. In high school, Elliott formed a girl group, Phase, with friends LaShawn Shulman, Shanita Coleman, and Radia Scott. She also wrote most of the group's material and enlisting neighborhood friend Tim Mosley, aka Timberland, to produce their songs. In 1991, Faze caught the attention of Jodeci member and producer Devontae Swing by performing Jodeci songs in a cappella for him backstage after one of the group's concerts. Elliott and the group moved to New York City, changed his name to Sista, and signed to Elektra Records via Devontae Swing Mom imprint. Elliott wrote and rapped on her first hit, That's What Little Girls Are Made Of, for Raven Simone's album in 1993. She also fronted Sista's 1994 single, Brand New. Missy, alongside with her friend Timberland, joined a 20-member group called the Swing Mom. The group brainstormed, freestyled, ad-libbed, and played with different instruments, as well as recorded music together in Swing Studio, ultimately aiming to produce a VHS compilation and EP projects. During this time, Missy and Timberland were working on their unique sound, which the group used in their demo and on Jodeci's third album. The group even went on tour with Jodeci as their opening act. However, the group disbanded in 1995 due to unsuccessfully signing to a label. Another reason was that Missy, Timberland, and Magoo wanted to pursue musical careers elsewhere. According to VH1 Behind the Music, Missy explained why she left the group. It was revealed that Devontae had control issues. It almost felt like the group was mentally abused. A year later, the group's sister disbanded due to the album being shelved.
It was like an emotional roller coaster. To us, that was our baby. That was our blood, sweat, and tears.
After they broke up, she felt like, oh man, as soon as you take a step up, you get knocked down 5 more steps.
Everything had stopped. Her dream that she had stopped. But she said, no, I'm going back out there and I'm going to try it again. I may not try it as an artist, I'll try it as a writer, but I'm going to be out there. And she did.
And when the group broke up, you know, I knew she wouldn't quit, and I knew that, you know, her talent would come through and shine regardless, because she knew she was into it, she liked it, she wanted to stay in it, so she even had to work extra hard.
Missy may have fallen, but has not stayed down for long. In 1996, she created her own imprint, the Gold Mine Incorporated, with East West Records, which at the time was a division of Elektra Entertainment Group, for which she would record as a solo artist. Elliott's debut album, Super Duper Fly, was released in mid-1997. The success of his lead single, The Rain, led the album to be certified platinum. She even wore an oversized trash bag-looking jumpsuit in the music video, which was created by costume designer June Ambrose. The video was directed by Harold Hype Williams, who created many groundbreaking hip-hop Afrofusic videos during the late 1990s. The Rain and the album Super Duper Fly was both nominated for Grammy Awards in 1998. Missy also teamed up with Timberland to produce music for the late singer Aaliyah, 702, and SWV. Other artists they collaborated were Total, Nicole, and Destiny's Child. During that year, Elliott performed live at the MTV Video Music Awards show on a remix to Lil' Kim's Ladies Night with fellow rappers Da Brat, Angie Martinez, and the late TLC rapper Left Eye. In 1999, Elliott released her second album, The Real World. The album is noted adding a raunchier and darker style to Elliott's music. Singles include All in My Grill, a remix to Hot Boys, and She's a Bee. Also in 1999, Elliott was featured alongside the Brat on the official remix to Mariah Carey's single Heartbreaker. Missy Elliott's next release, Missy E, So Addictive, on May 15, 2001. Singles include 1 Minute Man, the international hit Get Your Freak On, as well as the international club hit For My People and Takeaway. Elliott's next project was co-producing Christina Aguilera's, Lil' Kim's, Maya, and Pink's cover of Lady Marmalade for the album Moulin Rouge, music from Bias Lemire's film. Elliott's fourth album, 2002's Under Construction. The album focused on an old school sound, which fused together with funk and old school rap samples. The lead single, Work It, reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart and won the Video of the Year award at MTV's Video Music Awards. In between albums, Elliott produced for movies, TV, and music artists. One of the movies include the soundtrack to The Fighting Temptations and a song for the movie Honey titled Hurt Something. Elliott performed the theme song, The Opposite Sex, for the UPN sitcom Eve, starring her good friend and fellow rapper Eve, in which the series lasted for 3 seasons. Her next solo album, The Cookbook, was released on July 4, 2005, debuting at number 2 on the US charts. Things seem like it's riding high for Missy Elliott, but things came to a screeching halt. In 2008, she stepped away from the music scene to take care of her health. According to Parade.com, Missy Elliott had a chronic health condition known as Graves' disease. The rapper was diagnosed with the disorder, which leads to a generalized overactivity of the entire thyroid gland back in 2008. Because of the nature of the disease, Elliott faced a number of side effects that impact her health. Elliott's symptoms eventually led her to stepping away from the spotlight for some time after her rise of fame in the late 1990s and the early 2000s.
Did you at any point feel like this disease might take me out? I mean, I could lose my life.
I was scared. Anybody that has Graves' disease, like, you feel like you finna be out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, when you say you got to take a radiation pill, you think you really finna be out of here. Like, what do I really have? And then you got to go through seeing, my eyes change and your hair fall out, your skin change, everything. For me, that was traumatic.
Mm-hmm.
I remember doing in the studio with Monica doing Everything to Me, that record, and I couldn't even write the words down because your nervous system breaks down, so you shake so bad. And she was like, look, miss, I got it. Let me write it for you. And she was there for me during that time. I so appreciate Monica. But yeah, that was a difficult time.
Yeah.
Difficult, very difficult. And then, I deal with high blood pressure too. So it just felt like everything was happening at once. But, not to take y'all to church.
No, I want you to. That's why I brought it up. And this is real life.
But, God allows things to happen. And however, I feel like he was dealing with me in whatever way, or maybe protecting me from something. And so, I had to sit out. And I feel like, too, this is a good time because everything kind of feels saturated. So when you come out with a refreshed mind. It's like refreshing. And then you give people something that, now people may feel like, wow, you've been feeding them some greasy burgers, and now you feeding them something good, and they can decipher now.
She slowly came back by recording several singles and appeared on other musicians' tracks. In 2015, Katy Perry invited Elliott to appear with her during the Super Bowl halftime show for an upbeat string of some of her biggest hits. The next year, the rap icon was lauded at the VH1 Hip Hop Honor Awards. Over the past decades, Missy Elliott has shown people her creativity, charm, and empowerment. It shows that being different has dignified her into an icon.
And that is Missy Elliott. So I have been a fan of hers for years. And two of the songs that I do like is Get Your Freak On and Work It. So if you have favorite songs or the favorite albums that you like, hey, put it in the comments. For my next music artist that I'm showcasing, his name is Rick Parma. For those of you that's been following me on social media, as well as my website, monicavalentine.net, you know who Rick Parma is. For those of you that do not know, let me give you information about him. He is a musician and singer that lived in Chicago, traveled to Los Angeles, California to pursue his dreams as well. He worked with various artists alongside his career and released albums and singles as well. He recently released a single recently, so be sure to check it out on his website and his social media page. But I just want to say thank you so much for Rick, his wife, and his associates. How you doing? Hi, Rick. I want to say thank you so much for letting me be a part of the concert experience. This is my first concert that I have filmed when I was fresh out of college. I mean, this is my journey that I started up with digital media field, as well as my web series that is now on TV. So, hey, I had quite the journey myself. And I just want to say thank you so much, Rick Parma, for the opportunity. So, this is my Entertaining LA Rewind, Rick Parma's concert in Cerritos, California. I enjoyed listening and observing the concert. One thing about Rick that makes him different from other artists is that he loves to play his saxophone on stage and around his audience. Perform his rendition of Michael Jackson's classic song, Beat It. Definitely knows how to start up the concert. And there you have it, Rick Parma. I mean, he does no wrong. He loves what he does. He was moving around. He was singing. He was moving with that saxophone. And there was a guitar player there as well. He was just going in circles with his guitar. I mean, and he was just moonwalking. I mean, he was walking that guitar. props to him as well. So for more information about Rick Parma, you can check him out on his social media page. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching. For those of you, you can check me out on my website. I'll mention it again, monicavalentine.net. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.